Did you see in Philly where the gay pride parade ran into the Free Palestine parade? They wouldn't let them pass.
Yeah.
Like, no, our thing's more important,
Right.
than you guys fucking each other.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's just woke eating woke. It's the left eating the left.
Yep.
But that's what they've always done. They eat themselves. By the way, the right does it too. It's a human characteristic that we can't really just say one side does, because it's not true.
The gay parade and the Palestine parade meeting up in the middle is like the time Kid Rock shot a bunch of Bud Light.
No, because nothing's gonna die. No business is gonna get crushed by it.
It's like, no, you guys don't want to fight each other.
Look at this. Look at the Free Palestine and the gay pride. It's a standoff. It's a fucking flat out standoff.
Hijabs versus blowjobs over here.
No pride in genocide. So they're stopping the pride parade. No, you can't have your parade. Our parade's more important. I love the masks. I just love them. Look at all these people with masks on. Yeah. It is the liberals' MAGA hat. It is. Yeah. I've said it a million times, but that's what it is. It's a fucking MAGA hat.
Oh my goodness.
These dorks. How many of them had fucking masks on, man? It's crazy. They don't even work. I mean, they work as well as that lady's visor that's turned backwards.
Yeah. And they definitely don't work against AIDS. So wearing one at a gay pride parade is completely pointless.
Imagine you think the mask, this is going to protect you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're wearing a mask outside, and meanwhile they butt fuck strangers in glory holes and stuff. So it's like,
I honestly think it's more of the Free Palestine people that were wearing the masks.
You think anybody's ever worn a mask at a glory hole?
What's that?
Because I don't want to
be watching the Fauci hearings.
No.
Whoa, dude, it's wild. It's wild.
What's going on? With that?
Still like deeply in denial about everything. I mean, they're confronting him about emails they got, about deleting emails in preparation of a Freedom of Information Act request. They got emails from people that he worked with saying, you know, that don't worry, Fauci is too smart to talk about this stuff on emails. You'll either have to deliver something to him or meet him in person. There's all this like weird deception shit. There's people that said this is clearly leaked from a lab. Look at the fair and cleavage sites. They have to be that's put into the virus to make it more infectious to human beings. They're talking about it in the email. And then that same guy, after talking to Fauci, like 3 days later, is like, it's ridiculous to think this came from a lab. This is clearly from a natural origin. And they're all talking about discrediting. What they did was insane, and they did it in front of everybody. And finally, Fauci has to talk about it to people. But he's still in denial about all of it. There's no science that says that masking for children works. There's no science that says that vaccinating children works, that it's good, that it's overall good. And the amount of people that have gotten wrecked by this, they're starting to recognize it in other countries, and they're talking about it in other countries. They haven't quite gone public with it in all the newspapers in the United States yet. But in the UK, they're blaming it. There was the thing about Germany today. There was a front page of like a major newspaper. Somebody sent it to me. I'll send it to you, Jamie. But they're finally starting to talk about it. And they're talking about excess deaths in the Philippines, children that are born. Because one of the side effects that is claimed is it wrecks women's fertility. And it wrecks men's fertility, too. It's just, I'm just hoping that people wake up and realize that we have this idealistic perspective that they're looking out for your best interests. But whenever there's enormous amounts of money to be made, they will distort the facts, even if something is beneficial. I mean, let's just pretend that there's no excess deaths. Let's pretend that it just causes a bunch of neurological issues and autoimmune issues, which it seems to do. Let's pretend it's just that. Even that, they're not going to tell you about. They're not going to tell you about it until it's already there's problems. They've shown that with the Vioxx problem. When they had that Vioxx scandal, they knew. They had emails saying we're going to have problems, but I think that we'll do well with this. Talking about financially. Because you got money people, man. Money people aren't medicine people. But medicine is medicine, and medicine's to help people. But it's run by money people. So you have the scientists that create the awesome medicine, and then you have the money people who figure out a way to fucking sell this to people. Run by money people. So you have the scientists that create the awesome medicine, and then you have the money people who figure out a way to fucking sell this to people, force people to take it. And when you watch videos of all the different things, and during this thing, one of the things is that Fauci was claiming that he didn't coerce anybody to take the vaccine, but there's this whole recorded conversation of him talking about if you keep people from working, you keep people, like if Amazon says they're not going to hire people at big corporations, you have to be vaccinated to fly. He goes, it's shown that people will drop their ideological bullshit and get vaccinated. You can imagine. Just imagine that's from a public health official who knows that it doesn't stop infection. He has to know what the data is. He has to know. It was all just to get people to take it, and they made so much money. It's shown that people will drop their ideological bullshit and get vaccinated. You can imagine. Just imagine that's from a public health official who knows that it doesn't stop infection. He has to know what the data is. He has to know. It was all just to get people to take it, and they made so much money. And the government, you know, this is the weird thing. There's $710 million was earned, and Fauci's claiming that he never made any money. Zero. He said he got $0 from it. He said he got like $122 from a monoclonal antibody patent that he has. It's crazy that they work for the American people with taxpayers' money, and they create something that they put a patent on, and then that makes them hundreds of millions of dollars. $710 million. Like, where'd that go? You didn't get any of it? But the other thing they showed was that Fauci's income, his net worth, went up to $11 million.